Okay, let's start. Uh, Since I start to publish records, I guess the most people think oh, I will watch on YouTube. Uh, it's fine, it's fine. Not necessarily live questions. Uh, I will talk with Vlad Klima and describe our progress for the last week and talk about migration to X32BAL, how is version 2 is going, about our progress, and everything else. Okay, let's start. Um, about X32BAL. It is the most hot topic for the last weeks, and we discussed this necessity of simplification. I can uh, describe why we're doing it right now, what pushed us. Previously, Adam B supported the most processes on background. He supported Tattoo.community website for bribes on Polygon, and he built the most scripts. I guess all of them scripts for bridging bribes from Ethereum to Polygon. Uh, I didn't touch it a lot because I was totally fine about this process, and we never discussed with team or with community or responsibility. I mean, Tattoo team responsibility about bribes. Um, because it is complex. It is complex, and I was fine with community-driven development, uh, but we can't support this solution not because we don't have skills or something. No, it is just need to build from scratch because it is on another level of security and uh, it has another tech stack and another development style. I don't know how to describe it. It's just different. We don't do things in this way. Um, so we choose uh, chose simplest solution to just uh, provide this functionality through X32BAL because it's just easier. We don't need to calculate each market. We just have the volume and distribute through all X32BAL holders at the moment of the snapshot. What they already have, this script developed by me, uh, and I understand how it's working. It is inside our repositories, inside our framework, and I'm sure it's working well, and it's at least battle tested and everything else. Uh, Previous scripts are also fine, just need to be refactored, but we will not do. So the next step already will be in X32BAL. Uh, we we have few candidates for OTC deals, and also I don't know can I discuss it or not. Maybe we union or effort with Hampy because the more power, the more attractive. But it is let's see, let's see. Uh, of course, I prefer OTC deals because we will mm, not have risks of front run and everything else. About our conversation with StakeDAO and uh, their promises for taking care about bribes on mainnet, uh, redistribute them through um, Merkle tree um, for Tether holders. I don't know will they do it or not because they didn't ask any fees or anything, just ask it for retweeting. So I hope they will do at least their market, vote market. It will be good alternative solution for guys who want participate more active. They able to pay gas fees on mainnet and believe that it is less than 5% fee on uh, Polygon X Ball. Up to them. Um, our work is provide service for Tetubal for participation, no, not even participation, just taking profit from a bribe system that exists. If guys want vote for their pools or uh, have some OTC deals, they still able to do it, as I described it multiple times. Yeah, so um, just already described it, just wanted to repeat uh, because I don't want to be in positions that we sacrifice something or I don't know, uh, broken something. No, it is just systems that needed to be adjusted since the launch. We just didn't know uh, the whole structure until tried it in life. Yeah. Um, okay. Enough about Tetubal and about Tetu version 2. We successfully launched another two strategies for Algebra and Kyber. They're working with low capacity by 10,000 per each. Uh, Working well. We'll have tomorrow minor update for them and after weekends increase capacity. Um, with all these changes, capacity will be for 400,000 dollars for this solution currently, and uh, it can be increased, but we're waiting for our major update with rebalances that I described on previous AMA. We have good progress. The solution already done. Um, we have the most important tests, but obviously we need more tests, and we need to uh, somehow battle test it. I don't know. We will have something like live staging with real money, or add separated strategies for the same pools, so just as a separate solution for able to switch off at any moment. Um, let's see what we will choose, but it will be anyway new contracts, not just upgrade, because uh, changes pretty dramatical and probably we will um, extend contract architecture, so upgrade will be not possible. Um, uh, I can tell a bit my routine, what I did last days. I fought with Polygon scan verification. It was broken. for some reason, for huge libraries with dependency for another libraries a few weeks ago, it broken not only on Polygon but also on other uh, um, blockchain explorers. Uh, I don't know why, and they're not so friendly. They don't want to speak with us. Polygon team even created chat with them, but they didn't respond. And I don't know uh, why the root cause on their side of this issue, but I spent 3 days for find the root cause um, on their side. Exactly um, which contract has this issue and on which actions. Yeah, it's just crazy. It's just a bit my pain. It was crazy days. I disaster. Uh, okay. um, our pawn shop nearly done. Mm, the first version will have only desktop version. Mobile will be later. Uh, I think we will need a good partnership and a good description for the process, how to use PawnShop, uh, exactly use cases. I remember in Harvest we launched a pretty complex solution for a farm, for borrowing farm mm, on expired synthetic assets uh, with UMA team, and they described it in a very good picture with use cases when Alice and Bob when they do something. I think we need this for PawnShop because Blur, I don't think it is uh, so popular in common guys. Uh, so people need to understand. Uh, we need to double work. We need to attract guys with entities for open position for asking some money, and we need to attract lenders who will lend some money for their assets. Or it can even be just marketplace with low fee, but supposed to be pawn shop, you know, borrow something for your shit. Yeah. Okay, Vlad Klim asks, would there be any incentives for new users of PawnShop so that people get in touch with this new platform and starts to speak about it? Uh, it is. Do you know? For old project, for old token, when we will drop a token for new users, especially not involved in, you know, V2, voting escrow territory, um, they will just sell it. So if you want the incentives, it is like dump this token on market. um, PawnShop doesn't have any solution for keep these rewards somehow in system, you know, like staking or somehow. And we try to do not involved in this process except earn profit. Uh, in general, PawnShop it is a solution mm, pretty experimental, and we need to we will need to uh, find use cases, good use cases. I think it will be financial use cases. My other team members um, thinking different. That it will be common entities, JPEGs. Uh, let's see, really. but for me, at least, even if it for some reason will be unsuccessful, it will be a market for voting escrow tattoo. For vTattoo, uh, I will have proposal for whitelist pawn shop for make deals on this pawn shop for vTattoo. Because vTattoo not transferable except whitelist addresses, and it's even called inside contractual pawn shops. It was designed for make possible to transfer to pawn shop, and uh, through pawn shop, I think it is possible to have OTC deals for vTattoo in simpler way than, don't know, waiting for unlock uh, and create some limit orders or OTC deals on 1 inch. This is complex, unclear, and need to wait. With PawnShop, you will able to do it right now and get money right now by the current price. This is important because if you want to exit, you believe that price will down. And for another guy, it is also important right now because he believes that price go up. It is very important to do not waiting for lock. But from another side, um, when we created vTattoo, discuss it with community, uh, we had good reasons to make it untransferable because OTC deals it is not deals in vacuum. It has impact on the market. You probably not not directly maybe, but it has. However, sometimes some users will not buy on the market, especially if low liquidity. They prefer to buy on yeah, OTC because it's more clear and they know what expect from current price action and don't ruin this process. Um, it will be interesting. Uh, I I think we will able to create at least one good use case for pawn shop. It is vTattoo. Um, and it is not only just OTC deals. Just borrowing something for tattoo sometimes very important. Some guys need money right now for different reasons, and they don't want to sell tattoo, but sometimes they don't have uh, another option. Uh, what I'm talking about, you all know uh, how important make possible borrow something for your asset. Okay, Lara Klima continue asking. Well, it doesn't have to be exactly token based, just something what attracts attention. Um, just marketing initiatives, of course, retweeting and spreads words, of course, and not a lot of solutions like this. And if you forget, we had a grant for Pawn Shop. Polygon gave us some money for this, and I guess they interested in success, and they will help to uh, announce it and everything else. Sure, sure. And I need to tell that Pawn Shop is probably the first project in the tattoo ecosystem when I'm not involved a lot. Not maybe on top review, of course, contract. It's just the first solution when I just developed a contract and the entire team did everything else. I'm very proud of them. They did very good project, very good solution, and they have plan for this. Probably they need to go to this AMA and tell about this. Yeah. Hey Ruby, one of the developer. Yeah. When on AMA, I meet on the devs or some team members, I feels like when you have YouTube channel only for your mom. It is funny. Yeah, I know. I- it's fine. Okay, Vlado Klima continue. For example, NFT for new users who sign it up until specific time. You just allow them to mine NFT. Creating new assets, creating new responsibility. Maybe NFTs in this particular case not so critical, but after Dystopia and Con, um, I don't want to launch new assets without clear vision that these assets really need. Um, Probably following just solidly folk was a better idea, and I needed to make it in my own way and involve that and everything else and take care about everything else. So PawnShop it is our product. It is part of Tata. It will not separate project. It's just another solution like Tetapal. Um, and now we're focusing on long-term solution. And my idea, PawnShop it is a place for NFTs like we're doing tangible. Do you know Tangible has NFTs for gold, wine, watches, and it started to be a little bit more popular than 1 year ago when I talked about it. Everyone said, "Come on, like something else." Now maybe you forgot. Uh, Tattoo has the second stage. Now I remove all mention of the second stage from documentation or website, maybe on our landing page exists. But I believe that our main goal in very long term period it is to be involved in the real world assets, not stocks or something, but uh, somehow bring usability, um, utility of crypto to normal people, extend business. Now the best is case of crypto it is stable coins. You can just 99% impact on normal people. If you ask anyone what they used in crypto, the most who at least have MetaMask, the most said it was USDC, USDT, and they transferred to somehow. The most of them used very simple way of peer-to-peer exchange with Binance and grab some money. They received some payment, for example, in USDT and cash out it peer-to-peer on Binance or some other platforms. That is the most popular case. Um, but we need to think on next steps and of course different opinion about this, but I believe it will be somehow involved in tokenization and collateralization. Because when you tokenize something, you can easily collateralize it. So, uh, my very simple idea it is because you're not able to create Aave for entities, uh, you can go in this way of PowerShop. Um, and it is the first version, first step in this direction when some tokenized assets, um, a platform for able to borrow something for them, for maybe buy more these assets and borrow more and go to leveraged position. Um, it is part of this future market, and now maybe it will be used for just JPEGs or some voting escrow tokens, but you know, the final the final goal is something like uh, tokenized real estate. NFT represented your ownership on some house or watch or golden brick or something else. I heard different opinions about this, and uh, one okay, it's just different, but you can follow very simple logic that uh, if a bank can do it with thousands employees, why you can't do the same with 10 employers, take less fees and ha have less risks, more transparency, and grab part of this pie. It is pretty simple idea of the world DeFi. Maybe you forgot about this with all these Ponzi, but it is very simple idea, uh, more effective uh, products, and it will win on long distance if governance will not ban this. But some products can be banned. You can ban mm, how you can ban DEX, immutable DEX contracts. You can try to ban some chain, for example, and they will lose the most of nodes and maybe restructure it for something different and go through chaos. But you will, with all these restrictions and regulatory actions, you will just uh, create uh, new monsters that will be totally unregulated and you will not control it at all. Um, okay, this another topic, not for MA. Um, uh, Ruby, did you ask something? Which contract would you ask? Uh, about PowerShop, yeah, I developed a contract. It is one contract of PowerShop. This idea of PowerShop at the current stage make it as simple as possible, open source, and like Master Chief, like did SushiSwap um, for a solution for rewards distribution with Master Chief contract. It used everywhere, and now a lot of roots everywhere of this solution. Of course, it was inspired by different synthetics pool and different solutions, but in the main, yeah, my idea about PoundShop was create one file, one 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 piece of code. Not like we get used if you if you see my solutions, it is usually a lot of inheritance and different contracts, models. No, PoundShop is simple and immutable. And also audited by Certic a long time ago. Yeah, we even have a fully audit 100%. Okay. Team asked me to show PoundShop UI, but on staging it has only more data. I said, come on guys, launch staging on real data with real entities, and I will show. Also, I'm sure they will fix few bugs. Um, about game, we are doing it. On the first AMA in this cycle, I showed in live streaming, in live AMA, but I didn't record it. Uh, so it was hidden alpha. When is the release date for PoundShop? I think in this month we will announce something. Maybe we will launch, maybe we will launch closed beta. As I said, the product is particularly ready, just no makes sense launch it without good marketing. If we had planned for this month, yeah. Why not start with slow unlocking of product? Um, it's fine too. Do you know? It's fine too. It's just we started in this way version 2. I think people maybe are wrong. Maybe it need to just announce and see what people will do with this. But I will um, maybe invasion code with which is for just special audience. Usually I post some internal updates in channel for Tetrons. I'm not sure is it private or not because Surma last time said it is a bit public. Uh, but I checked preference and it is only for Tetrons. Similar to Gmail when Google starts to offer email services. I don't think we need to so strict uh, restrictions. Um, why usually product launch in slow way? For do not ruin first impression from the product, because this product for pretty simple auditory uh, they can easily disappoint or do not understand how to use it. Just forget about this. You can't announce with your partners the same product often. Usually it is one-time event. So people need to go to this platform, see, oh, cool. I want to use this for, I don't know, lending some money for this institute because they ask not a lot, and I believe it costs more. I mean, use somehow. They come and use it somehow. But how you will use product without content inside? If we just launch it, nothing inside. We don't have NFTs except VTETO. Uh, People should come and see deals, offerings. It is important. Innovation only. Maybe. I'm not good marketer. I will talk with guys. From my perspective, we need content. We need entities inside. We need guys who want to place uh, some positions, and guys who want to play some beats, some lend some money. Probably it is the same auditor, because why I will lend some money for NFTs for products that you don't understand. You need to understand assets. So auditor is the same. Maybe different kind of groups inside this auditor. So deals would be there, but people would need to make some effort to get to the innovation code. That would make them remember more. Yes, it could work. It could work. Innovation code. Maybe these little tricks can help. I will think about this and discuss with guys who know how to do this such things. Okay, okay. Enough about PowerShop. Enough, enough. It is a bit early. Um, yeah, I understand. Also, good marketing is uh, reference system. I don't like this. This is so shit. Bullshit. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Okay, I think enough for today. We discussed last updates. Not necessary to make every AMA for hours. Thanks, Vladimir, for your questions. I I I hope you enjoyed and satisfied. Um, about the game, not a lot of news. We finished what we finished on the last week. It was which page? Uh, new statistic page for hero with new attributes. Not so funny. It is boring work. Marketplace was before. Yeah, well, I already have marketplace and I didn't review it yet. It needs to be fixed a bit. Like, I am not sure. Yeah, there no sense to describe what exactly we're doing because people didn't touch it, don't know what we're doing. And we were not launching beta tests yet because uh, this kind of content there's a lot of sensitive information that will give you um, power over other players at the launch. Not a lot, but you will know how to play better. So, at least not now. Okay, guys, enough for today. Let's see on the next week. Uh, if you're watching it on YouTube, thank you. See you. Bye.